We end the week on a road that we Americans have traveled far too many times. Here's Steve Hartman.
This week, we suffered the worst mass shooting in U.S. history. But another tragedy may be what happens next week.
We will mourn, we will celebrate the lives lost, and then it's back to business as usual.
Malcolm Graham has seen this vicious cycle up close.
Is that her?
Yeah.
A year ago today, his sister Cynthia Hurd and 8 others were shot to death at the Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston. Malcolm thought for sure that mass killing would be the final straw, that our leaders would try something, anything, to stop this plague.
I just can't figure out what's going to have to happen for honest men and women to meet in the middle to do what's in the best interest of all of our citizens.
What worries him most is that our country is now so far down this road of mourn, move on, repeat, that someday soon we'll just accept these shootings as status quo.
All these things tend to blend together, and my job, my hope is that we don't forget.
But remembering them all, just all the recent shootings,
I just pulled this up.
is a tall order.
Do you remember Chattanooga?
I do.
Even for those who care the most.
Do you remember Roseburg, Oregon?
Yeah,
Herkimer County, New York?
I know.
And eventually, I'm going to say to somebody, Charleston. I'm going to say, I don't remember it.
Yeah.
The Senate will now observe a moment of silence for the victims of the Orlando attack.
Every time there's a shooting, we have these moments of silence, but they've taken on a hollow ring. We have candlelight vigils, but then abandon our outrage before the wax hits the ground. Malcolm wonders, how many of these pictures do we have to see? Will there ever be a death toll large enough, a victim innocent enough, to make us finally bring this parade to an end? If there's hope, it's that every time a shooter takes another life, he adds to the army of friends and family who will not be quieted.
You tell the story wherever you can, and whoever is willing to listen. You just tell the story.
Because sometimes we need to be reminded of what we promised to never forget. Steve Hartman, on the road in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Bob Dylan asked, how many deaths will it take till we know that too many people have died?